I have been on a push strike since October.
Get the French toast out of here.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah, and I'll go the rest of 2023 if nobody wants to act, right?
After like 3 months, it gets easier.
What?
Yeah,
Is that
I mean,
right
I'm on
right
month
now?
4, so yeah, I mean, like I said, I could go the rest of the year like this.
No problem.
Because the thought of a man who doesn't value me over top of me.
Whoa.
There was one time where I thought I was, being Billy Badass, and I 3 guys in a week. Had a mean yeast infection.
So let me get this straight.
So yeah, I've given men my body that didn't deserve it, and it was what it was. But the thought of that now literally makes me want to puke.
Brittany Renner continues to be the perfect modern woman example of what happens when you chase clout, when you chase the city girl lifestyle, and when you chase money and a lifestyle without understanding that there's going to be consequences and repercussions for your actions. Single and alone, with high mileage, with a tarnished reputation, with a bastard child, charging more today than when you came into the game 10 years ago. But she set the example for these women to follow.
I think that you should just be a slut.
Women, sleep with who you want to sleep with. Do it however much you want to.
I f***ed 3 dudes in one night.
I went to a party. I had sex with 3 different guys in one night. I cheated on my boyfriend with a guy I told him not to worry about.
If he goes on vacation with his boys, I am cheating.
I think women should stop sleeping with men, to be honest.
When I'm in a relationship, I don't believe in spending my money on my man.
Like many women, I didn't need a man to buy my house, to buy my car, or keep my lights on. We don't need you guys for anything.
I don't want a son because they're the problem.
To sustain myself financially, I can make myself happy, I can make myself orgasm. Like, what in the world could a dude offer me?
You don't need a man to make you feel better, babe. Do you know what you need? An iced coffee.
Independent and own money, and I don't need no or no man because men ain't.
I don't need no man.
I don't need no man, and I don't want to birth no boys, and all of these men are toxic within their masculinity, yada, yada, yada. We've heard this time and time again from young women up to old women. But see, modern day women only talk like this in first world countries, but wait until the barbarian knocks at the gate who they come to for help. Outside of my family and my immediate loved ones, I ain't helping shit. More than likely, because I'm gonna be overseas. Get y'all passports.
Why do you choose abstinence?
It sounds corny, but when I was younger, my mom said to be very, very picky about who you choose to have sex with. I took it to heart, and then middle school, high school, everyone was having sex, and no one was offering to have sex with me. I wasn't gonna do it, but it would have been nice to have an offer. And then insecurities took in, but I had a relationship with the Lord, so I prayed about it. And he basically said, you don't really want to, so why would you want someone to offer it? I'm like, you got a point. So it's just the matter of being content with who I am, and then also understanding sex is such a deep thing. Sex is a very powerful thing. And it's very intimate and very personable, and I'm kind of like not into like, oh, I'm sorry, shoot, sorry. You're good. I don't know, I just think it's very intimate. So it's like the reality of someone being literally inside of me. It's like, I need to know who you are. Especially if you're gonna come inside me, like what the hell? Like, I'm not just gonna do that on the first night. Like, it's just more so, not taboo, but it's something that I know I'll fully enjoy, but I would want to be safe in that.
I honestly cannot believe that the idea of saving your viscous innards for the right guy is considered corny. Picking correctly used to be favored in this world, but now we live in a clown world where you're not cool until you get sprayed in. No wonder why so many of them are up in arms about their right to choose.
These girls are lying. They are lying. They are not getting dressed up, going to the club, full face of makeup, hair extensions, eyelashes for themselves. Okay? Remove the Matrix microchip and answer the question from your honest gut, ladies. Come on. Come on, you're doing it for attention. You're doing it for attention from men. You're doing it because you naturally compete with other women. That's why you're doing it.
Play little girl games, you're gonna get little girl prizes. Young women think they have time for all this. They have time for all these games. It's fun and games when you in your 20s. When that wall hit and you fall over like Humpty Dumpty, you're gonna be thinking, why did I play these games? Why didn't I prioritize marriage and family planning? But I'm out here living for the streets, thinking it's cute.
If you're irritated at women, there's something wrong with you because they're right. You're wrong. They're right to not pick you. If they're not picking you, it's because they're right. If you got pregnant because you had sex, you'd be pretty damn choosy too. Clue in a bit and then, well, don't they find you attractive? Well, maybe you're not. Do you have a plan? Are you as educated as you could be? Are you a liar? If you were better, you'd be more successful with women. You cannot be angry at women. It's a sign of psychological trouble.
Jordan Peterson is absolutely correct here when he says not to be mad at women. But with all due respect, he's a fantastic psychologist, but he's not been in these streets, in these modern day streets, because he's been married for his entire adult life. He doesn't see the utter delusion, the pure unrealistic expectations of the modern woman today. So to say that women are right categorically is severely understating or misrepresenting reality.
Who you choose as a wife will determine your success or failure. So as you are choosing girlfriends, figure out, am I choosing crazy? Am I choosing emotional? Am I choosing reckless? Or am I choosing someone who could be equally yoked as me? Who you choose as a wife determines success or failure in a man's life.
You will have a man married to a woman, she has OnlyFans. What the is that? Am I married to a prostitute? What are we doing? Is she a sugar mama? What is it? Like, what do you define that? Well, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. He's secure, and she's good, and they have children. They don't know, and she's a good, righteous woman. She's a Christian, and bro, what the hell are we doing? This is the future, and you'll accept it, because we have.
How many Filipino girlfriends did you have?
Many.
Many?
The problem is all she cared about was taking care of me, and I don't need somebody that does that.
Oh.
All she was worried about all the time is how I am and what I'm doing. Everything I do, oh, let me do that.
Let's be honest, neither one of us has a lot of time to waste, so I'm just going to jump right in and ask you some questions. I'm physically attracted to you. Are you physically attracted to me? Are you single? Is there anyone who believes you are not single? Do you want marriage? Do you have a legal form of income? Do you have your own residence? Do you have your own transportation? Do you have a passport, TSA pre-check, or clear?
Do you think if the girl in the relationship starts gaining weight and the guy finds himself unattracted to her, do you think it's okay for the guy to tell the girl, I'm becoming unattracted to you, I hope that you can fix it, or I want you to fix it?
Yes.
So if a guy says, I think you're becoming unattractive because you're getting a little fat, I think that's like a total red flag.
Let me ask you another question. If your guy was to lose his job, is that okay?
No.
That's not okay. All right. These are the two sides where it's like men typically go for girls based on attraction, right? Well, both parties do, but I think men more so are like more physically stimulated, right? But women, what we go for besides physical attraction even more is stability. So if a woman loses her attractiveness, why is it not okay for the man to encourage her to become what he fell in love with? Because if your man lost his job, would we even be having this conversation where it's like, how can I talk to him in a way where I won't hurt his feelings, or we just be like, get a job?
Well, I feel like that really affects your life, like your whole finances, everything. Most couples break up because of financial reasons.
But also a lot of couples break up because of cheating as well, and cheating definitely happens because of a lot of reasons, but I would think the main reason why couples cheat or men cheat is because either they're not getting sex from their wives or because they're not attracted to their wives anymore.
What most modern men don't understand today is that the rules of your relationship has been created and manufactured in order to deal with women's emotions and women's double standards. If you weaken the man in a relationship, then it's a lot more easy to control you. Why do you think most of the advertisements in this world are dedicated towards women? Well, because women make 80% of the purchasing decisions in the United States. And the more that this happens, the less structured that it is. Why do you think now that words don't have any meaning and that they're fluid? Why do you think now that gender doesn't have any meaning and it's completely fluid? Why do you think that now that the size of your waist is completely fluid? And how dare you bring it up to her attention because your feelings don't matter? It's absurd.
But I feel like he should phrase it in a health way so he doesn't like piss her off.
Okay. So he can say it, but he has to frame it in a way that's like not going to be embarrassing to her, right?
It's just so hilarious to me today that how many modern women on like their dating profiles want like a guy to communicate, but then they also say that we don't want you to communicate the truth to us. But it is what it is, though. I say if you bring back strong men, you're going to bring a lot of order back into our society today. But what do I know? Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. What you guys think about the compilation today? Whether or not you liked or disliked, leave me some comments down below so we can have a conversation. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.